Hello, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to the WP4E channel. Literally our first real video for the channel. Definitely excited about that, right? Yeah, man, welcome along for the ride, dog. Thank you for watching this if you are watching this, and come watch us if you ain't. Simple.
It's gonna be a long ride.
Yeah, man. We're definitely excited to be on this journey with you guys, and yeah, mostly we're just gonna be talking about, just a couple things, right? Like
many things
from our experiences.
From our experience, yeah.
So
we're gonna share our knowledge. We're gonna share what we have with you guys, and
right, because we are a couple.
Hopefully, they can help y'all out in some way.
Unfortunately, no, I'm just kidding.
He didn't mean that.
Maybe. You never know. Yeah. So today, right? Do you want to tell me what we're talking about?
So today, we are going to talk about how to find your money story and why you should find your money story. That is super, super important.
And I know, right? Somebody might be sitting there like, what the hell is a money story? Like, what's a money story? Well, we all have one, right? We definitely all have one. And that's something that we actually just kind of stumbled upon really recently and definitely working on. But it's definitely something that's opened our eyes to money and the way we handle money right now, and the reason and the roots behind the reasoning of how we handle money right now, and which is very important now that we know about it.
So it's basically the relationship you have with money. That's your money story. It all comes from how you were raised, what you saw your parents do with their money, what you did when you were younger with your money, and how it all kind of just came along with you as you grew older and older.
Formed you. Now it's just you. I'm sorry. Maybe I have to edit that. Whatever. Yeah, right? So that's something. And then the reason why we think it's super important, obviously, as couples, right? Because how often do you guys fight about money? Or I know we fight about money. Well, yeah, we fight about money just because one might think the other one is mishandling it or something of that sort. And I just, speaking personally, I just don't know how to handle money. I'm sorry.
We used to fight a lot more back in the day.
For sure.
Obviously because we just didn't know anything about our relationship with money. But, as we grew together, it became a little easier, but we still aren't to the point where we should be in terms of how we handle money as a union type thing. Yeah,
so just to kind of I guess I'll talk about my money story for a little bit, really. Right?
Yeah, so we're just going to share our money stories, let you guys know where we come from and why we have this relationship with our money, and kind of give you guys a little tip on how you even get to finding your money story, which is what we're going to talk about now.
Yeah, so, my money story comes from my mother and father, obviously, and they actually have two different views of money. My mother is the type of person that knows how to get money, like always knows how to get money, and she definitely knows how to spend it, for sure. But she knows how to get it, so I guess that gives her the comfort of, I can spend it, I can spend it right now because I just know how to go get it. And that's something that's definitely resonated with me. That's actually it's instilled in me now, I should say, when I'm working on it. But and my dad is very much the opposite. That man could save money. I think my dad saved money in the house before so deep that he lost it.
He forgot where he put it.
Yeah, he forgot where he put it. Like that, he'll save money that deep. But the bad thing about it, he'll save money and he'll go 3 months and then he'll spend it all on nothing. So it's like he'll save it to literally spend it on nothing. And that, again, my friends, is me. I will literally, put in my mind and be like, all right, I'm not spending no bread this week. Friday comes, I blow it all. Bro, what was the point of even saving that? If you do it like that, you know what I'm saying? So, and then another thing, my mom, like I said, my mom instilled in me, I'll be the type of person to have a lot of money and not be afraid to just spend it because I know how to go get it. But whether it's by manipulation from my family, that's how me growing up. Whether it's hustling, grinding, I always knew how to get money, but I definitely never knew how to save it or how to keep it or nothing like that. And another thing too, I remember my dad my dad always worked and he always had the money and he always give the money to my mom. Sometimes I'd ask my dad how much you get paid, but he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know how much he get paid, so he just literally hands the checks over, and he'll literally go hustle and find other ways to get himself money, which is something that I don't know if you agree with. I do now. I literally do not know how much I get paid for my job. Like, I have no idea how much.
Well, I mean, it goes straight to our bank account, so
I
unless
never
you look at the bank account, you wouldn't know.
But even then, it's just instilling me not to even touch that money. Like, if I need something, I'll go, which has brought us problems before of me not being around. But I'll go figure it out somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go find the money, and then it's like I never really asked for the money that I even worked for. You know what I'm saying? So that's something too that kind of like it draws us apart in its own ways, which is super weird. But I really feel like now that I understand this is where my money story came from, like I can kind of like, all right, like see these things coming ahead of time, like precede them, like all right, this is coming, like oh, I want to blow something, I'm like nah, like Liz is gonna get mad at me, like let me chill, you know what I'm saying? So just these little things that like I like purposely like just think about now and try to get better at and progress daily. I still suck, yo. I kid you not. Like I still suck. Like I definitely blew my whole week's allowance this week, and it didn't even start. Today's Monday.
Allowance, you said?
Yeah.
You get allowance?
Yeah, I get allowance.
How does that work?
I get a certain amount of money for the week, and I can't touch the account because I'm bad with money. That's my money story, and that's my solution to help us fix it for right now. DM us, let us know if you have a better solution for your boy, because I do get an allowance.
That is definitely the way it is right now, only because
whatever.
I prefer his fingers to not be in anything that has to do with money, just to be safe, you know. We've had some bad experiences.
Tell me your money story. You better not be lying.
With his fingers touching our money. So I then said, you know what? I will give you an allowance every week. You do what you want with that. You do literally whatever you want with that, but you ain't touching nothing else. Like, you are not allowed to touch anything else. So that's how we're dealing with it right now for the moment. Who knows? That might change in the future. But it's working for right now.
So all my friends that's watching this, don't you ask me for no money. I am on allowance. I have to show that I'm responsible and responsible.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's go. Come on.
So that's his money story. My money story. I can tell you ever since I was young, literally I saved every penny. My mom used to give me $30 a week ever since middle school. I literally had to stretch that $30 for a whole week. So I had to buy lunch with it. I had to get my snacks with it. Whatever I wanted to do, I had to do it with $30 every week. Guess what? Your girl didn't buy a damn thing. I might have bought a bag of chips. The 25-cent bag of chips.
It's the good old days. Y'all don't know about that, you youngins.
With the little base head juices that cost 25
cents.
No, I used to get the little teeny ones, yeah.
Big Birds were
those are
75.
like 50 cents.
Big Birds were
yeah,
75.
the big ones were 75.
Shout out to us millennials.
So I think I got that at most every day, but that's it. I didn't spend my money on lunch or anything else. I saved up so much money, and I always had something to fall back on, because I always had in the back of my head things planned. So I always, like, since I was young, I was like, all right, I'm gonna save up this amount of money so that then I can get this. I'm gonna save up this amount of money so then I can get this. Like, I always had a plan with it, so that's why I was able to do it. And even now, I do the same thing.
Saving woman right now.
I literally can save everything and, like, not eat and starve.
Stop.
And just
stop.
Wait, I didn't get to my point.
You're advocate of honesty. Do not lie to the people.
I didn't get to my point yet.
Okay, let's see.
Hold on. Hold on. All right, so, okay, maybe I can't do that right now because I won't starve right now. I'm kidding. I will spend my money on food. If there's one thing...
All your money on food. Tell them. You'll spend everything.
I would never spend all my money on food. There's no way.
Isn't that?
What?
You'll spend everything on food.
No, not everything.
Just about. Just not rent, but... Come on, dog. Stop playing. Tell the people the truth, man.
Okay, so the one thing
yes, the one thing that she'll splurge on.
really bad at is spending my money on food. And I'm not talking about, okay, let me explain. I'm not talking about McDonald's. I'm not talking about Burger King. I'm talking about good food experiences. I'm talking about nice restaurants. I'm talking about restaurants that are worth the money, good food, good experience. You go with your family, you want to pay the tab, you like, whatever.
That's how you know we have money, the totally different money story. The good food experience to me is going to the Haitian restaurant and spending $40.
$40?
For 2 plates. We get it all the time. How much you spend with your good experience? Look at the camera and tell them.
Well, I actually get service, you know, like people bring me my drinks, people bring me my food, like you have to pay for the service, you know, it's a good experience. It's something that I enjoy, it's something that I've always enjoyed, and that's why to me it's worth spending my money on, because it's something that makes me happy. But at the end of the day, who doesn't need food? We all have to eat anyway, so it makes sense. It's not like I'm spending my money on a pair of sneakers that's not doing me any good.
I think a pair of sneakers might do you more good than a crazy tab.
I have to disagree.
That's terrible.
I have to disagree. I live off of experiences, not materialistic things. So he, on the other hand, likes materialistic things,
that's
and
not
that's
true.
Why.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
What do you like?
I like them both.
You like experiences?
Yeah, we go everywhere. We have a lot of experiences, but then I like some material things too. What are you talking about?
But you're not okay with paying a tab of $300.
Oh yeah,
you are okay with buying a Gucci
I'll do that.
belt.
I'll do that every 3 months.
But he's okay with buying a Gucci belt.
How many Gucci belts I got? Yo, don't make me seem like a basic bro. Don't make me seem like a basic bro. Don't make me seem like a basic bro. Stop.
All right. So
I wouldn't buy a Gucci belt before I buy food.
You wouldn't?
No, sorry. My money story is not that bad. Let's get back to it, lady. Stop talking. Don't touch me. Come on.
I just got him mad.
Don't make me edit all this. You try to make me feel like a basic dude, bro. Like I'm basic, like Gucci.
Alright, back in the day.
No.
This man was a basic man.
No.
Yes, he was.
Never.
Come on.
Never.
Alright.
Never.
I didn't mean to put you on blast.
Never. Watch your mouth, cuz.
Anyways, so my mom was always, I would say, pretty good at saving money. I mean, we always had like money to go on little vacations. We had money to do this. We had a little bit of money to do that. So I don't know. I feel like I learned how to do that from not only my mom, but from my aunt. Now, and I tell y'all, my aunt she's one of my biggest role models. Only because she's good with money.
That's all. Wow.
This woman, I was about to call her man. This woman has so much money saved.
Money.
It's not even funny.
Money.
So much.
I said money.
Oh, money. Yeah, money. She got money. She got money everywhere, and that is something I've always kind of stared to, because she does everything for our family, kind of financially. Like she helps out a lot. So I look up to her a lot in that sense. But I would say, in a nutshell, I do have kind of like this scarcity mindset with money, because I'm always afraid that I will run out. And so I feel like the more I save, the more I'm going to have, and I'll never run out.
Until you have to spend it all.
Until I have to spend it all.
Then start over.
And I start all over again, and it really gives me anxiety, which causes me to like want to just save every dime, thinking that
That's the way to go.
It's a way to do it, but it's really not. You have to invest, not save. So.
Oh well, that didn't sound right. Do both.
Do both, but you should invest.
We just said do
more.
both. You're terrible.
That's a whole nother topic though. But yeah, that's my money story. So we kind of have the opposite.
Definitely the opposite. I remember one time, this is important to have these conversations in the early stages of a relationship, I want to say. Because you don't want to be down the road, and then you're realizing like, damn, bro, my man's is really terrible, and give him an allowance. You don't want to do that, right? This is when I figured we should have had this conversation. I remember it was sophomore year in college. I don't know what the heck I was doing on this Nest phone, but regardless,
I don't know either.
I don't know what I was doing. I don't know. But regardless, I think I ended up on your on your bank statement or whatever. I don't know if it was up. I don't know if I swiped. I swear I wasn't being a creep. I promise. I never be like, that wasn't being a creep. And I seen it, right? And I don't know. I think we wanted to go out to eat. I don't know what we wanted, but I swear it was like $900 on there. And she just kept on saying, I'm broke. I'm like, this chick is cheap as hell, bro. She's sitting on 900. And we always talk about I'm broke. I'm like, girl, I did the math. I'm like, we had enough for dinner. We had enough for the club. We had enough for lunch. And then we might have had $150 left and then we could have been broke. She's talking about she broke at 900. For me, 900 is a party. Like, call everybody. We got enough for a party. Let's go. That's really my mindset. That's why I was like, yo, at that point, maybe we should have had, like, what's your money story? Because 900 was not broke to me then. Especially as a college kid, as a college student, 900 used it. My refund checks was, like, what, 1,800, 2,500, like 900. When I had 900 left, I still was balling. Stop playing. Buying out the club.
Oh, my.
Buying out the club.
Literally. You know? Literally. That was his college life.
Yeah, buying out the club. Not with 400, you know what I'm saying? And then I got 500 left before I'm broke, real broke. And that was that.
He used to go from broke to broker to real broke.
No. Stop playing. I said it in the beginning of the video, I knew how to get money. So when I was broke, not broker, broke, I would call like, yo, canteen. Boom. Just like that. You feel me? Shout out to my homies that held me down when I was down.
So, hey, I always have money in the bank because I always claim to be broke. That's how people become rich.
That's true.
You gotta live broke.
That's true.
Even if you have money, you gotta live like you broke.
That is absolutely true. That's absolutely true. I'm trying to get that mindset now. You know, I'm trying to get that mindset now. But yeah. So
I also let me say this.
Oh, my fault.
I also was not a lender at all.
Never. You still aren't.
I promise you.
You still
aren't. I'm not. No. Unless you're my sister or my mother. Don't ask me for money.
Imagine my sister and my mother, what they're going through.
Don't ask me for money.
I don't have a sister.
Yeah, but I'm not a lender. I don't like to do that. I feel very insecure when I lend people money because most of the time you don't get it back. So
True.
That's a tip.
True. Yeah, man. So that's really, I mean, we're definitely gonna keep coming with these videos, but I really, really hope that made sense because the way you handle money now, it has something to do with, you know, like with your past.
How you grew up.
Yeah, how you grew up or what your parents told you about money. Maybe they said we couldn't afford this all the time. Now, even if you have a good amount of money, you still think you can't afford things and it maybe restricts you from living life to the fullest. Or maybe, you know, they spent money a lot and maybe that's giving you issues now and with your financial literacy and just being able to be financially free at some point. Because it doesn't matter how much money you get in if you can't keep it. And if you don't know the root to your issue, then you're really never going to get down to it. So we definitely wanted to share that because something as simple as that, man. But you have no idea how many couples divorce because of finances and financial burdens and stuff like that. So, and I was talking to my boy too, and he's saying a good question to ask in the courting phase is, what's your debt like? You know, what's your debt like? If they try to play you, ask for proof. Let me see your credit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see your credit card. Let me see your credit score. Let me see all that stuff. Like, let me see that.
I did not ask Eli any of that.
I didn't have that then.
I should have.
I think I was 19. I did not have no credit card right at that point. I was scared of credit cards.
You have school debt.
Yeah, so what? You do too.
No, I don't.
Whatever, smarty.
No, I don't.
You know what? We're gonna be rich.
We should have asked each other our credit scores at least. I could have at least asked him his credit score.
Look at your ring.
What?
Stop playing. I had a credit score, my guy. 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 Stop playing with me. You keep thinking I'm basic. Playing with me. At that note, we're leaving. Get off my shoulder, cuz. Get off my shoulder, cuz.
No, but seriously, y'all.
I just said we're leaving. That was the outro.
Oh, that was it? How you know I was done?
Finish.
How you know I was done?
Finish.
Oh, okay. No, but seriously, if you don't know your money story yet, please get to know it. Please share it with your partner, whoever you're dating. And if you haven't shared it and you're married, how about you start sharing it? Because it's going to haunt you in the long run at some point.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to hear like more about it, there's definitely a podcast that spoke about it, right? And we'll definitely DM us, comment down below. We'll definitely drop the link. And it's a dope podcast. And I know once we drop it, we don't want to give you the sauce right now. We want you guys to interact. So once we drop it, then...
If you want to listen to the podcast, you must interact.
You drop it. That's a good slogan. We're going to drop that next video.
Drop it.
Drop it. Yeah, but thank you guys again. We hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Put your finger with my fingers. It's somewhere down there. I'm going to put it down there somewhere. Subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Subscribe. And then like, bro, share. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. And we are out.
See you guys next time.
WB4E. I'll edit it.